Hey everyone, Sad Night here, and welcome to another unboxing video. As of this video, it is the 22nd of December 2022, and in my last video, I unboxed the Shrek 4K Steelbook in anticipation for the next unboxing. And that, of course, is the 4K Steelbook for Shrek 2. If you don't know what this is, it is a 2004 CGI animated film that is, of course, the sequel to the first Shrek movie. And with that being a success, of course, they made a sequel to it. And in my opinion, I think this is much better than the first one. The story, the characters, the character interactions, even the humor. I think just in general, it's a lot better than the first one. Even the villains with the fairy godmother and Prince Charming are much more entertaining and memorable than Farquaad. Not that he was bad in the first one, but he didn't have much of a presence. And that is made up for with this movie's villains. And yeah, just in general, great sequel. Up there with the likes of Terminator 2 and others. And with that out of the way, let's get to the unboxing. So here's a better look at the front without the J paper. And unlike the first movie's Steelbook, which had Shrek's swamp and various characters, here we have Far Far Away in the background with Shrek and Fiona posing, and the Shrek 2 logo at the top, which with the first movie, its title was on the J paper. And if I lift up the Steelbook, you can see that not only Shrek 2 gets a bit of a shine, but Fiona's tiara, bits of her dress, and even the jewels on her shoes get that nice shine on them as well. And while the first movie Steelbook was matte, this is a glossy Steelbook, meaning the surface is smoother, and if you touch it a lot, it'll be covered in fingerprints, which if you're not a fan of that, then this may not be to your liking. Also, I want to quickly mention that Shrek and Fiona's pose here is actually flipped. The original orientation has Shrek on the left and Fiona on the right. Here it's the other way round, and it's not really a deal breaker, but I just find that kind of weird. But again, not that big of a deal. If we move over to the spine, here we have the Shrek 2 logo there, and then the DreamWorks logo at the bottom. And then on the back, the background continues around, and here we have Donkey, who returns from the first movie, and then newcomer Puss in Boots, who is such a great character and is wonderfully voiced by Antonio Banderas. And of course, he's getting a sequel next year in the UK, but I believe in the US it is out now. So yeah, I hope that sequel is quite good. On the corner here, DreamWorks Universal logo and other information. And we'll quickly have a look at the J paper. On the top, you've got the 4K banner with pretty much every movie that gets released. Shrek 2. Limited edition Steelbook, in the UK anyway, with the PG logo. Format logos, and then on the back you have Shrek and Donkey in their poses, as well as images from the movie, Puss in Boots being cute to Shrek, Shrek and Fiona having that awkward walk on their way to the King and Queen, who are also having a awkward conversation. And then Prince Charming, who is about to get a surprise. Synopsis on the side. bonus features, which I believe will be on the 4K disc as well, not including these Blu-ray exclusives, 4K logo, credits, the reason it's PG, and of course other information. And going back to the Steelbook, here on the inside we have a screenshot from Shrek and Fiona's honeymoon, which is at the beginning of the movie. So don't worry, you're not getting spoiled that much. There's the 4K disc, with the image, I believe, also being the front cover for the US version. And then there's the Blu-ray disc, which has Puss in Boots, and I believe that is recycled from an earlier Blu-ray release of Shrek 2. There we go. Then there's a better look at the inside. And just before we finish up, here is a good look at the outside all around, which looks very nice indeed. And then here is a quick look at the two Steelbooks side by side. So overall then, a very nice looking Steelbook, and I must say I much prefer this over the first one. Just for it having a nice picture, I guess. You know, it's more simpler in design, so they don't have to worry too much. And I'm looking forward to seeing how Shrek 2 looks on 4K. I am aware it is an upscale from a 2K source, but I believe that even upscales can look good in 4K if done right. And I believe this is where my journey ends with Shrek, as I'm not really concerned about getting the 4Ks for Shrek the Third and Shrek Forever After. I don't think Shrek 3 is as bad as people make it out, but it is definitely the worst of the 4 movies, and Shrek Forever After was a little better and a nice conclusion to the series, but I will stick with the first 2 movies on 4K. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. This is a sad night saying goodbye, and I hope you have a wonderful day.